for tuning into my videos. We're back with another channel. Alright, so first off, before I get into what this whole video is about, I really appreciate if you are new and you have not subscribed to hit that subscribe button. I thank you so much for the people who have subscribed to the channel and stay subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you guys so very much. Let's give you guys a round of applause, please. I appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This video is basically about being comfortable being you. I know a lot of us, especially at a young age, we feel I'm gonna tell my story before I get into. Okay, so when I was younger, I always felt different. I always felt like, you know what, like I'm just not like everybody else. I'm a different person. Like I don't talk like everybody else. I don't walk like everybody else. I don't think like everybody else. I'm just different. Like I didn't want to hang out with boys. I was more of the sports player. I was more into basketball. I was more into basically being me, basically. But I didn't see at the time I was being myself. I just saw them like I'm different. Like this is weird. Like I don't want to be like this. Maybe, especially with the friends I hung out with. Like the friends I hung out with don't match who I am as a person. So me, I'm trying to figure out how can I fit in with the crowd that I'm hanging out with. So I decided to basically change who I was. I started dating boys because my friends was dating boys. That's what they were doing. Only thing is, I could not be sexually active. I would refuse to do that. I just personally believe that it is not worth having a child at a young age, or it's not worth catching anything, because the boys that I hung around with, or I could say the boys that was around us, because remember I'm a tomboy, so I hang out with you hang out with boys when you're a tomboy that's playing sports like football. I play football almost every single day, or basketball. So of course I hung out with boys, but the boys that I hung out with, they was more of the free spirit, if that's what you want to call it. So they did anything and everything with any girl. And I wasn't like that. I didn't want to be, and that's why my relationship never lasted, because I didn't want to give up sex. I didn't feel like you are worthy of enough, one. And the biggest thing is I was so scared of getting pregnant at a young age. I did not personally feel like I was ready for that relationship, that type of responsibilities, and I don't want to place myself in a situation to where that happened. And now I gotta grow up faster than I'm supposed to. I'm a teen, like I'm supposed to be a teen, but in the same breath, like I said, I'm trying to fit in with the crowd. So I never had sex, but I did have boyfriends. I did have a relationship and stuff like that, because even though I didn't really want to be in a relationship, I didn't want that neither. But that didn't overpower the fact that I didn't want to have sex. I was like, you know what, I'll give in to that. I'll do that. So I ended up having a relationship and stuff like that to fit in. Then, like, there was another thing my friend did. They smoke and drink. Now, that I was like, you know what, I should try it because maybe I like it. I can't say you don't like something if you never tried it. So I decided to try smoking one time. The worst decision ever. I could not pick up that habit. When I had my first puff, my friend was like, yo, you should just try it. You know, peer pressure. Always when you're a teen. Peer pressure. Like, yo, you should just try it. Like, it's not that bad. Like, so I was like, nah. Then in next minute, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just try it. So give it to me, and then I inhale it and whatever. Next thing you know, I felt like I was dying. I was choking up a storm, yo. Like, when I say I was like, like, bruh, I was like, yo, nope, never again, nope. Never again, bruh. Never again. My friends was like literally. I'm like, this is not funny. Like, why are you laughing at me? This is not funny. Like, then it's another little girl who was with us, and she did it too. She did the same thing I did. She had the same reaction. But so, like, I was like, no, I can't do this. I never smoked. I never had sex, and I end up also never drinking. I took a sip, and I was like, you know what? Ugh, this is nasty. How do people even drink this? This is weird. Like, but how I say I tried to fit in with the crowd is basically I hung around these people. I started to mimic they talk, how they cuss and do this, like talk like this and talk like that. I end up start picking up that habit. I end up start kind of cussing, but not cussing. Like I knew how to turn the outfit on. So once I once I got older and I realized like I'm really trying to fit in with people who I'm not even like I realized like as I got older I'm not even gonna be friends with these people no more. Like I literally end up not being friends with them people. And they was not good friends. Like as I got older I realized they really was not good friends. But I wanted to fit in so bad. I wanted to be like them so bad. So I end up, trying to figure out how can I fit in. What way can I fit in? And that was my way. Started to change how I talk, how I walk, even how I dress. Like I like to wear, like boy stuff, but I started to wear short. I started like short shorts, like short shorts, and I started to wear dresses. Well, no, I didn't wear dresses because I wanted to fit in. I wear dresses because my mama asked me. Like she kept begging me to wear a dress because I was a tomboy, and mom was scared I was gonna turn out gay. Well, mom, surprise! I ain't turning out gay. You turned out right. But anyway, like, but like for real, um, like so like me doing all of that, trying to dress like, walk like it, act like it, all that stuff. I end up as I got older realizing it wasn't even worth it. It was not worth it. Trying to fit in, not paying attention in school, because being a teen, paying attention to school, doing your schoolwork, being smart is not the whole vibe. It's not the whole mood. So I was not really taking school seriously, and ended up not doing too well in school. Like, and from elementary to junior high, not high school, junior high, I did not do too well in school because I didn't take it seriously. So and I was on IEP too, so that helped whether I did well or did not do well. I was gonna pass regardless. So I ended up getting I ended up graduated to high school. So that didn't stop me from going to high school. My grades didn't. But when I got older and I realized like these people are not really my friends, and it took a long time. But I realized these people are not really my friends. Like they don't want to see me be myself. They are okay with who I'm pretending to be, but in the same breath talking about me. In the same breath trying their hardest to make me fall. Like, and I don't mean like, to push. I mean like they real life trying to break me because of they don't want me to succeed. I'm not supposed to succeed. But I'm a reflection of my friends too. They're not doing well in school, or they not doing well in life. So why would I need to do? Why would they want to hang around somebody else who's doing well? Like then they gonna look at their life like, bro, I could be doing better. Instead of being encouraged by that person, they like, nah, you this, and they start to mess with your mental by start telling you all these lies, and you're feeding into it, and then you start to believe them lies, and you start to act upon them because your thoughts become your actions. So once you start hearing stuff like, oh, you're not smart enough, oh, you can never make it, and you start to believe it, especially when there's more than one person telling you the same thing. So yes, it was bad growing up, but I got through it because eventually I got out of that little mode of like, wanted to fit in. I said, you know what? I'm too old now. I can't be in my 30s still acting like I don't know, I don't have common sense. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I can't make it. This is all I can do. I am stuck in my where I'm surrounded. I'm in my environment. Like, no, just because that's where I came from don't mean that's where I should be headed. That's my past. This is my future. This is my present, and I'm leading into my future. If I stop at my past, I will never know where my present or my future can take me. So I gotta get out of this situation, forgive, move on, so that I can get to my present, to my future. So I started to. That's when I became very into church, and I started to see like how God can like really change your life if you allow Him to. I saw it through other people. I'm like, okay, so what is they doing differently? And I realized what they was doing differently. They was trusting in God. They was believing in God. They was leaning not on their own understanding, but leaning on His and trusting in His, allowing Him to order they path and lead them in the right direction. And I fell in love with that, and I wanted the same thing for my life. So I started to pray more. I started to change, do what makes me happy, and not caring about what such and such said and how such and such feel. I'm not even friends with them people no more. Like I said, I didn't. If I knew then, I never would have did the things that I did to be friends with them. Like, but I'm not even friends with them people no more. Like, so me, even if we was friends to this day, and I had the revelation I have now, I would have just, cause I literally, personally feel like I know that I still would be like, you know what, forget it. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be a person that's trying to fit in with these people. Like, I not sound make it sound bad, but I don't want to fit in with these people. I want to be myself. I want to be my own individual. And if you love me, you're gonna love me regardless of who I am, because it's who I am, and you're gonna be accepting of who I am. So, like the friends I hang out with now, I'm able to talk about God, cause baby, if you're gonna hang out with me, just know I'm gonna bring Him up. Just know it. It's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. I'm gonna bring Him up. Just know that. Because I love talking about God. I love how He changed my life, how He transformed it, how He made me way better than I was before. Like, I seen growth in myself. I remember I used to always say, man, I miss being in high school. Man, I miss being, like, then I'm like, I don't want to go back there. I want to move forward, not look what's behind me. See, I would miss what's in front of me if I'm too busy worrying about what's behind me. So I got to move forward, and moving and going backwards is not moving forward. It's actually what exactly is, going backwards. So please remember to always be yourself. Don't let nobody else change you. Don't change your life to fit in with the crowd. Be yourself. Become of yourself. And being yourself, that means you gotta find yourself. You gotta find what you dislike, what you like, and what makes you happy, what makes you just not happy, and what what is who are you basically. That's basically what it comes down to. Who are you? Find who you are. And I found that through Christ. That's how I found out who I am. I found myself through Christ. I'm able to, when I say I changed so much, I would never have been able to get on a camera, talk in front of a camera, record myself talking in front of a camera to people who I don't even know. I don't even know. I didn't talk to strangers. I barely looked you in your eye, because I did not like eye contact. Like, why you need to look at me in my eye? Like, that's weird. Like, now I give out good eye contact. I would say hi to you before you say hi to me. Like, it's just crazy how much I've changed and grown. I was very shy and very reserved person, and I have came out of my shell so much more than I ever have before. And as I just continue on in life, I just keep coming out of my shell, and I thank the Lord for that. That's really what it come down to. When I change the way that I, instead of doing the same thing, it's not the move. Sometimes you gotta change what you do, how you go about things, in order to get a different result. Now, sometimes, all the time, sometimes most of the time, you got to do that. You got to change the way that you carry yourself, the way that you walk, the way that you talk to get a different result. You can't be the same person and expect a different result. You're going to get the same result each time because you didn't change. All you did was rearrange how you went about it, but you didn't change. Like a leopard never changes a stripe. If you don't change, you're going to get the same results. So you got to change. You got to make some changes in your life. And that's all I want to say. I hope you guys really loved the video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I love you guys so very much. Please love yourself. If nobody else loves you, you loving yourself is all. God loves you too. And you loving yourself is all that matters. All right.